Hi, welcome to the Revere Food Pantry here at 200 Winthrop Ave. Today is the big moving day. We are in the process of moving the First Congregational Church's food pantry back to its original location where it's been for over 36 years, 230 Beach Street in Revere. Due to COVID and the high demand, the city had partnered with the First Congregational Church to help facilitate giving the food out to all the residents in need. But as of right now, we are moving back to the First Congregational Church. The first night for distribution will be April 5th. What we also are looking for is the church is going to be needing a lot of volunteers moving forward. You can sign up to be a volunteer by going to the City of Revere's webpage, and there's a volunteering link right on the front page, and you can fill out the form, and you will get a follow-up email with more information on that. I would also like to thank all the volunteers and city workers that came out today to help us with this tremendous amount of food and supplies that are being moved to the First Congregational Church. Again, thank you, everyone, and let's hope for a successful move and a continued successful pantry for all the residents of Revere and surrounding communities.
Hi everybody, it's State Representative Jessica Giannino here today at the City of Revere's Food Systems Hub. It is move day, so we're coming out of the facility on Winthrop Avenue and moving over to the First Congregational Church. And the word of the day today is volunteers. We need help. I'm so grateful for the city workers that are here today from our DPW and from City Hall helping to move the food and the equipment and the supplies from this facility over to the First Congregational Church. But this is a big project and we need all the support we can get. So please check out my social media page. We're going to be sharing information about how you can get involved, how you can help our community. This Food Systems Hub has been so crucial to our community during the pandemic and as we recover from the pandemic to make sure that our constituents and residents are not facing all of the issues that they are relative to food insecurities. So it's important to know that there are resources here, but it's our job to come together as a community to help to support them. The city can't do this alone, so we need your help. But I'm really, really grateful for everyone that's here from the DPW and from City Hall today to help move the food and equipment. Looking forward to seeing some residents out here helping to get involved and keep this wonderful operation going to continue to support us. So please follow Revere TV and check out their social media. They'll be sharing ways to get involved as well as the city page and mine. But thank you so much.
My name is Claire. I'm with the solicitor's office and some of my colleagues here. We were all called to action to help out at the food hub, and we're taking an hour, a little over an hour, to help move all the boxes. I actually live down on Ocean Ave, and I drive past here every single day, and I see very long lines every month of people waiting in line to get fresh, healthy food. So I think it's really important to come out and donate what you can, whether it's food or time. It's definitely appreciated by everyone in the city.
Hi, we're here today at the Food Hub on 200 Winthrop Ave, and we're in the process of moving all of the containers and food over to the First Congregational Church in anticipation of the big move for the Wednesday night food pantry distribution happening next week, Wednesday, April 5th at the First Congregational Church. And we're asking anyone who sees this to please consider volunteering. They're going to need a lot of help over there in the months and years to come. So please consider volunteering for the First Congregational Food Pantry on Wednesday nights.
Hey everyone, it's Mayor Brian Arrigo, and I'm here down at 200 Winthrop Ave, and we are celebrating our Community Service Day in the city of Revere, and we're having folks help out as we move our food distribution system and center from Winthrop Ave back down to the First Congregational Church, and we've relied upon the folks from the city to take a few hours out of their day, provide a little bit of community service and a helping hand here on Winthrop Ave. So I'd love to introduce some of the folks that make it work and make it happen. And Ralph has been an incredible force of nature when it comes to the work that's been done by our community health engagement team, by Volunteer Revere, and a shout out to Volunteer Revere for all the folks who have helped out and helped as we've worked through a pandemic. And this has been really the center of a lot of that activity. And Ralph has been at the center of this center of activity. He's really been the driving force for so much good work that's been done by the city and so many great volunteers that we've had. And we want to make sure that we continue those efforts. And so please take the time. We encourage everyone to sign up for Volunteer Revere. I know Ralph will probably go into that a little bit more. Provide volunteer opportunities for everyone from some of our youngest residents who may need it for community service hours while they're in school, all the way to some of our most senior residents who just want to help a hand. They have a little bit of extra time and they want to help out their fellow residents. Ralph, all of your efforts have been really amazing, and I know it's difficult as we transition and we move back to the First Congregational Church, and we're going to look for this building, which now the city has control over, to be something special that will provide tremendous service to our residents. And I'm looking forward to seeing the beginning of that happen, and then as I move on, I know there'll be great work that will continue on. But just want to thank you, Ralph, for everything you've done and everything that your team has done. I remember back in my days before children and before being married, Davina and I would actually volunteer at the First Congregational Church with. He was a high school student at that time, but Gianni Hill, who was my aide, we would work down there with a really amazing team, Dana Gustafson and so many other folks that led those efforts at the First Congregational Church. And as COVID hit, we needed to use this space to provide for the needs of our residents because of the need was so great, and we had so many great people step up, and and Ralph has been at the forefront of that. So again, thank you, Ralph, and I'll hand it over to you.
Like the mayor said, this was a great need for the community, and it's still going to be a great need. And we're just transitioning back to the First Congregational Church, who's been running this pantry for over 36 years. As the mayor said, we have started a program called Volunteer Revere. So there's still going to be need for volunteers. You can go to the City of Revere's website and click on the volunteering icon right in the middle of the page, and you'll be brought to a volunteer revere form that will be filled out, and then you fill it out, and I would be sending you some more information. I also wanted to reach out to any organizations that are looking to do some community volunteering. They could also fill out that form, or they could contact me directly at rdechico@revere.org. I'm looking to build partnerships with different organizations, schools, and any businesses that are looking to volunteer. Once you're on that list, you will be put on an email list for different volunteering opportunities within the city. I'm also going to be looking to organizations, nonprofits that are going to be needing volunteers. They'll be able to reach out to me and let me know when they need volunteers, because I have a volunteer database. And we're also going to be trying to expand this into the municipal offices within the city when they need volunteers. So I'm looking to expand that for people with disabilities that want to look out to volunteer. And so we'll have some opportunities for people with all abilities that can volunteer within their community and help out. So I want to thank all the volunteers that have been doing this through the pandemic and moving forward, especially Rick Savage, who's been a tremendous help to me. He started out as a volunteer, and then he helped out being one of my supervisors to help out, and he's been a tremendous help. We need everybody's support to volunteer, and reach out to Volunteer Revere on the City of Revere's website. And thank you, Mayor, and you'll be greatly missed. And I thank you for this opportunity to help start this program.
Thank you, Ralph, and thank you, Rick. And I know you promised you wouldn't say any words. Say something. Give us something. Just want to acknowledge the fact that you are what all our community is all about. The ability for the both of you and everyone that's volunteer time down here is truly the fabric of our community, and that's what makes me so proud to have been the mayor of the city and to serve the community. But you served it in much more meaningful way, and much more under the radar. But just thank you, and if you want to say a few words,
Sure.
but please do.
Okay. Hi, name's Rick Savage. Been here with the food bank a little over 3 years now. The city put out a call for help. I was recently retired and had some time on my hands. I came down and started out at Rumney Marsh. It's been a pleasure. I've learned a lot, made a lot of friends. It's been a very meaningful experience for me, and looking forward to continuing in some capacity.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Rick, and again, thank you for everything you've done. You mentioned 3 years of starting at the Rumney Marsh. Those were the real the dog days of the pandemic, really, and the amount of people that have really shown up on behalf of our community has been incredible, and I can't thank you enough for what you've done to help us meet the needs of our city, and it's really been an amazing process, and that need, as Ralph said, that need is gonna continue to be there, and we're gonna continue to meet it, and we may have to do it in different ways, and it may look a little bit different, but we will continue to be there for our community, and thanks to the efforts that you both have put in, and so many others, hundreds of volunteers have put in. It's really been amazing. So
Well over 30,000 volunteer hours.
30,000 volunteer hours. That's amazing, amazing. So thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoy some of the highlights from today, and have a great day.
I'm Wendy Bauer. I'm the director of the First Congregational Church of Revere Food Pantry. And we've actually been doing this since 1983. This is coming on in April, our 40th anniversary of giving out food to food insufficient people in Revere and the community around there. So things changed during the pandemic, whereas previous to the pandemic, we were serving maybe 60 to 80 families a week. We went up to over 600 families every week during the pandemic. It got to be so crowded, we had to restrict how many times people can come. So we continue this way at the, we had to move to a bigger building for two reasons. We had to move to accommodate more food, more people coming. People were able to drive up, which made it easier. Also, the building was bigger, safer during COVID for volunteers and for our clients. So we were at the Revere Food Hub, I believe, since April 2020, so it's been 3 years. The building will be going renovation, and so we moved back to the church. There are challenges. One is that the space is smaller here. Clients can no longer drive up, they will have to walk up. And so we've had to make some changes, and we still have just as many clients coming. We're still serving pretty much almost 300 clients every Wednesday in an hour and 45 minutes. It's going to be trickier with people having to line up, and also we will need more volunteers because the church is used for many different things, so we can't have any permanent space upstairs. So we're looking for volunteers. If you're interested in volunteering, we need Spanish translators also. We need Arabic translators in particular. We're short of those to be able to serve and explain everything that goes on here. I thank the city for all the help they've given. They gave us a grant to be able to renovate this basement space, to make it bigger, better lighting, better able to store the food. It'll still be a challenge. So thank you. So if people want more information to get food or to volunteer, the phone number for the church office is 781-284-4158. New-time volunteers, we have a city sign-up sheet that we use, and you go to volunteerrevere.org, and you can sign up there and get any information you need. Thank you very much.
When you arrive at the food pantry, when you arrive, you can park down at Immaculate Conception Church down the street in their parking lot, or at the municipal parking lot down the street here on Central Ave. And when they arrive, when you come here, you just come to the front of the church, come along the side to the back, and come up the handicap ramp here and come in through the back, and then you'll exit out the front, and the line will wrap around the front of the church and down the street that way. So when you come, please line up that way and join us and get in line here. We'll check you in, have our process ready to go, and we're happy to help you in any way we can as you come to our church starting on April 5th. So when you arrive at the food pantry and come in through the back door, you'll come in through the back and then register here to the door here. There'll be people here to check you in. You'll come in this room and then head down this hallway where the food will be waiting for you. We'll have that given to you, and then you'll head out the front door. All of your food will come up through this trap door where the food is prepared in the basement, which will be brought up as you arrive. And as you mentioned, you'll exit out the front. Food pantry is once a month per family. We encourage you to continue to come, and it'll be by alphabetical name, each week of the month, you'll have a chance to come to grab your bags and have it here at the food pantry. So we'd like to thank everyone from the city who has volunteered to help us with this changeover back here at the church for all their supports, from the mayor's office to DPW to everyone involved in the city for all their help as we've gone through this transition, for the help that they offered during COVID and now being back here. We're so thankful and look forward to serving the city and helping Revere thrive as we look to the future, and hope we can offer all of you in need and a chance to receive food and care as you come to our church. Thanks so much.